Hello Pisces, and welcome back to your reading. Today is the last reading of the month and also Friday. I do believe it's November, what is it? 29th? No, 28th. Okay. Sunday is the last day of the month, so on Monday your first reading of the week will be the 1st of December. Personally, I call it the month of lights. Alright, let's go right deep into this one. This one talks about old ways of thinking. The first card that came in was loneliness. Right away when it came in, what I felt is the pull of the society that we live in now. The funny part is that if you look at the card, it's a whole bunch of people that are holding up the world around them, or a circle, lights, right? The fact of the matter is, if you look at the planet, there's a whole bunch of people. So being alone is something that is not really a reality, but loneliness is. Loneliness is disconnection. And we have been fostering a planet of disconnection for a very long time. We blame everything around us without actually looking inside. The card underneath it to come is the past, and that's exactly what we're talking about. Okay, this is young figures, so this is from behind, from before. 28 is 10. The cycle is shifting, and it's written, I shine awareness and compassion on my past. If you look at anything, you will see, like, you know, they'll say all the way from, and I'm not saying that any of these are right or wrong. I'm just saying this is the things that we have heard over time. The women's movement, oh, they broke with, you know, people being together. This is why the divorce rates are up. But that's not really, I mean, you have to go deeper than that. The fact that women, being a woman, and I understand this, being stuck in relationships or in a societal playground that we were supposed to do didn't make it more successful. It made it more restrictive. Okay, the connection still wasn't there. It was just lived with. It was accepted as the norm, and it didn't make people healthier. It probably made them more miserable. Yes, it made them more tolerant, but toleration can only go so far. It kind of kills inspiration and life. Okay, the more people were told to fit into molds, the worse it got. So that's why when the molds were broken, the dissonance was great. Divorce rates went right through the roof, and people were more disconnected. The disconnection starts at the core fundamental level of who we are. Our belief systems, whether they're implanted in us from other people or society, they bring us forward and they cause more dissonance. So we have to look at what's inside and not necessarily what's going on around us, but what's going inside of us, what the actual voice inside of us is saying. The purpose, the next card, is I know what I'm here to do. What we are here to do is to reconnect to each other or anything that offers any kind of connectedness. As I said, it starts internally, right? It starts with us. It starts with listening to people, giving them a chance to express themselves. And the people that we're expressing ourselves to is a two-way street. They need to also give us the time for us to express what we would like to do. So you listen and then they listen. It has to be an exchange or it doesn't work. The purpose is reconnection. Okay? If you look at this, it's the truth. Truthful. 33, 6. Again, bringing in the feminine masculine. It's a master energy number too. I speak my truth and expect everyone I care about to do so too. The truth of the matter is not to mask behind what society or what life expects of you, but to speak from the feeling inside of yourself. Not always saying like, people have lost track of each other. It's more going, but why? Right? Why don't I want to connect with people? Let's be blunt, because most of the time they're more interested in listening to themselves, right? they offer no space for anything that I have to say. And even when I do offer something to say, it doesn't land, it doesn't resonate, doesn't sit still, because people are surface level. It's very hard to do anything. Okay? I don't have many friends. The friends that I do have, they listen. And I try to listen to them. I will sit and let them. I will inquire, because I'm that kind of person and I care. I don't want a one-way conversation. I want a two-way conversation where the connection can be met and established. If it's not there, not interested. And that's the truth of me. And that's the truth that I feel, that I have deeper, more resonating connections to the people who do end up drifting into my life. Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Absolutely. The Confident. 27. I honor all I have done to make me who I am today. There's been many transitions to who you have become. People have made you face different things in your life, right? I was just speaking this morning about the fact that my father was an antagonist in my life. He made me deal with a lot of things. He made me transition my way of thinking, of being. Sometimes it's to be an exact opposite to him, but regardless, transformation happened, right? And now, all of this through life, since I am much older now, I've become confident. Not right, not wrong, just confident in the things that I believe in, and that my path is straight. I'm also confident that I will keep learning, okay? That I will keep transitioning truths. I will keep seeing different ways of being and doing. That's also correct, okay? But there's the next part, is guilt. What we do is that we are afraid of not getting things right. We're afraid of not moving in the direction of where we need to go. So what do? We guilt ourselves into it. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Guilt does not assist the soul's growth. Guilt only tells you where you will constantly fear that you are wrong. I'm going to repeat that. Guilt only consistently reminds you of the fear where you might be wrong, not necessarily are wrong, might be wrong. Okay, we're going to look at these. You have inspiration and the initiator. These came in together. One is 4610. You have the wheel of fortune coming in again. Time to shift that way of thinking. I allow inspiration to fill me so I can inspire others. And the initiator. 13 comes to 4. I overcome resistance and do what must be done now. In other words, it's time to move again in that confidence right here. Okay, you have to feel the stability within yourself. You have to be the rock that you also stand on. Okay, and it's not out of ego, it's not out of performance, it's not out of being better than anybody else. It's believing that what you know, you know. This is how you move forward. This is how you take the next step. And you don't do it in ego. And you don't do it to go over other people. You do it so that you can confidently move to the next step without second guessing yourself. What you're actually doing is forging the path. When the path requires you to slow down and take a look again, you will do it. Not with guilt, not with remorse, with growth, with learning, with confidence, with inspiration, right? You don't go, I don't know, maybe, and maybe I shouldn't have done that. No, you don't do that. That's a spiral that serves nobody. It sets you apart and gets you back into the loneliness part where I can't get it right and nobody's going to love me and I'm going to be completely alone. This isn't our purpose anymore. Our purpose is for reconnection. The reconnection comes when we believe in ourselves. When we can walk into a room and no longer wonder if anybody there actually cares, but who we're going to talk to. Okay? Who we're going to prioritize. And be able to spot quality when it meets us. This is the thing that happens. Instead of demeaning yourself before you enter the room, you read the room. You become the observer, not the absorbing. That's a big one too. because we do that a lot. We go into rooms and we think, ooh, what's going to happen? What are they going to do? I'm a part. No, you're not a part. You're gloriously imperfect, but you have skills, you have knowledge, you have things that you do know. You can move confidently, even if you end up being wrong at one point. There is nowhere, anywhere that says you can't course correct or even apologize for mistakes that you make. As long as you are thoughtful in what you do and deliberate in what you do, that you're not half brain, half not, just stamping all over people's faces, you're fine. You're doing fine. You don't need to berate yourself. You don't need to demean yourself. You don't need to demean others. It's a straight path of confidence in what you have right now and using it to the best of your abilities. That's it. That's all this is. There's no overcomplicating it, making it more than it is. You can take one great idea you have right now and move forward in confidence with it, knowing that whatever happens, you have the ability and the very degree to make it and shape it into whatever you want. That's it for me for this week. I hope you've enjoyed these readings. They've been very, very awesome. I enjoy these readings now more than I ever have. They're profound and they have a lot to say. Thank you so much, Pisces. I'll see you next week.